Good morning, how y'all doing?
Good, how you doing?
All right. 5 each, just 2 of y'all, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
I appreciate it.
Just go up and turn left, and then I think they want you to kind of park back this way because it's really wet.
Okay.
I just think it's cool as hell what you guys do.
Let's go! Come on! I'd definitely do it again. Here we are, round 12 of the VCHSS 2018, the Knockdown Harescramble. We made it. Signed up. Now we're going to squeeze in here over by Bonesaw, Randolph. Jason, a couple other fine fellers. And we're gonna unload. Check the bike. Prime real estate right here. I think.
On the hill.
I don't know. See, we're gonna come down through here. Can you see that? Through there? Right around the corner, and then right on around the little tape stuff, back into scoring. It's gonna be slippery. And the second one we come through. That's the long one.
That's what this street is.
No, the third one. That's the real one. We were fortunate enough for the Knockdown Harescramble guys that put this on that hunt club, decided to give us a map of what we were going to be running into, and the locations and the fire roads and where we were all going. This is a younger group that starts out in the morning. These guys have a lot of talent. There's a lot of heart involved in this race. I absolutely love watching these guys come out here and give it everything they got. How'd you do?
Good, I got a really good start. It's just that soft clay, that molding clay. It's like, you'll get up in a rut and then all of a sudden it'll go like this out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And it'll shoot you out.
Now, one of my most favorite parts of the race, it is time to get lined up to that starting line, sit there, go through the prayer of the national anthem, and just get built up and worked up on so much adrenaline that hopefully we can kick the bike over, first kick, get a good start, and see where we come in going into the woods.
Thanks to all the volunteers that make this happen. Like I said, be with everyone. Come to you this time. Give you all the praise and glory. Amen.
That was definitely a terrible start. So now I have my work cut in for me. I need to fight my way through the pack as long as I can keep up. I've never been out here. This is only the second Knockdown Harescramble out of the VCHSS, so not a whole lot of people know what we are getting into. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to leave you guys with the video of mainly my whole entire first lap. I'll chime in every now and then with some little things here and there, but I really want to give you guys a good feel of how this course is without me talking your ear off in the background. This right here is a big surprise to me. It was a lot of fun, but it was also extremely terrifying. These fire roads that connected these wood sections were fast, they were slippery, they were muddy, they caused some problems, but it to me was a relaxed point because all you had to do was just pin it to win it, and you really didn't have to wrestle the bike a whole lot. Sometimes you get into these situations where you and your bike are just not on the same page. You want to do one thing, your bike wants to do something else. Sometimes you have to stop, have a conversation with your bike and say, look, this is what I need you to do. Unless you want to be put up for sale on Craigslist, we need to cooperate. That's a prime example right there. I do understand this is only the second annual Knockdown Harescramble race out of the VCHSS, so you're going to have some hiccups here and there, some speed bumps, and some growing pains. I get that. but it happens every race, and there's really nothing wrong with that. It's just finding an alternate route to go around to basically get around everybody that's getting stuck. There's definitely something that you don't see often are guides and people, not that guy, sorry dude, people at a bridge or a slippery location or somewhere that might cause a wreck, telling the riders they need to slow down because there is a hazard. Usually it's just an X or a couple X's and arrows stating this is a hazard. Luckily, there's a guy standing there. I appreciate that. I did install a WER Works Enduro Rider steering stabilizer on my YZ250. And this is the very first race that I've ridden with it on. I've kind of messed around with the farm a little bit, haven't really taken it out to get a good feel for it. And I gotta say, I'm impressed with it because where I was looking at roots and things and rocks and different divots before, and I was kind of hesitant about it and getting more embraced on the impact and trying to preload the suspension and all to get prepared for that obstacle, I'm just kind of blasting right through now with very little hesitation, and it definitely reduced my fatigue later on in the race towards the end of it. Point out the fact that there are so many different bypass ways, so many different cross sections and available alternate routes for this race. It was amazing. If there was somewhere that people were getting kind of stopped up, or there was a wreck, or you just wanted to get around somebody, there was always an option. Yes, there were a couple spots where you had to work for it to get to that option, but it was very user friendly. start of an overheating issue. It got to the point to where every time I would pull the clutch and my bike would just rev out of control until I finally ended up kind of getting into a situation where I stalled out, pinned up against a tree, and the bike just cut off. So after that, I guess it cooled down enough, but it did not come back. It didn't stall. It ran great, but you can gradually hear it getting worse and worse and worse the more I pull the clutch in to shift gears or to do whatever. You can hear the motor actually starting to rev up and up and up until it got to the point where it just wanted to run wild. Sometimes when you get in a tight situation, you can't really see an alternate route, so you just kind of got to push people in front of you to get them to either move faster or to get out of your way so you can pass them. Coming through scoring, the first lap, I was 13th out of 18 or 20 or something like that. Considering the start I had, I thought I was doing okay. Luckily, the marshals caught a really bad section right here, right after scoring, and decided they were going to reroute traffic, which worked out great. So, bad start, 13th out of, we'll say 18th, if I'm not 100% right now, I don't have it in front of me. And I felt really good about it. The bike felt great, the stabilizer was doing what I really wanted it to do, what I hoped it was going to do, and I'm really looking forward to finishing this race to see how I can place. Now, as unfortunate as it is, I'm in this situation. I'm kind of glad it happened because my bike needed to cool down. Even as brief as it was getting worse and worse and worse, and I was getting concerned about it. But just like Blue Ridge 2, if I'm going to blow it up, I'm going to blow it up during a race. I'm not going to be able to stop. I'm going to just ride it and basically until it blows up. So I'm going to tear the radiators apart, bleed them out, possibly replace them, check the cap again, maybe replace the cap. It's not really a huge concern right now because it doesn't happen often, but I am a little concerned, wondering why it did happen. And just like that, it's back to normal. It's not overheating, it's not running funny, it's not idling high when I pull the clutch in. It's kind of weird. Coming through scoring, was fortunate enough to get 10th place out of 17, which put me 14th out of 43 in my class, and to me is an awesome feeling.
How'd you do?
16.
Pretty good?
I was running like 8th or 9th on first lap, and I went down way hard on the second lap.
Did you?
It took me all the way till the third lap to get back into it.
Hands didn't go numb for one, which is awesome.
Dirty.
Yeah.
But
That's some work.
You look good out there, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, you got me last time. I think that's
Yeah. I saw you on the hill. I was like, get him. Thanks. What'd you come in? You did good.
Good job, bro.
You too, man. I'll see you next weekend.
Unfortunately, next weekend did not happen because the Peninsula race is canceled instead of postponed. Now what can you do? So, until the next one, I'm 10 West Moto, and I'll see you guys on the starting line.